students, we are moving to next topic, that is what is a fair trial. Means in the court, whenever we are going, we will feel in the movie or in the real life situation also we are hearing like that. Even though we are going to court, we are not getting the justice like that. So before getting justice, what should happen? There should be a fair trial. The trial should be in proper way, then only we can say like that we will get justice. So we are going to see what it is in really what should happen inside the court. We are going to see. Let us for a moment imagine what might have happened if the judge decided to try Shandi's case very differently. If the what if the court did not give a copy of charge sheet and statement of witness to Shandi? Then what if he held the trial in a secret location where neither Shandi or Sushil were present? What if he did not give Shandi's lawyer, Advocate Roy, enough time to question the witness of the prosecution, such as Mrs. Shinde, and instead of had already decided that Shandi was guilty? The situation what we are facing in the real life, these many situations we can see the people they are sharing whenever they went to the court. They are not getting the time to express themselves, or sometimes they are not getting the charge sheet what they done the mistake like that. And if she's like the Shandi, many people they are poor, so they are not able to keep a get the assistance of a lawyer. So some of the educated people, those who know the rules and regulations, they may take the work of the lawyer for themselves, and they may give the explanation in the court. But some illiterate people or poor people, they are not able to do by themselves, or they are not able to find out any lawyer for themselves. So what is the duty of the state? That a court or state, they want to give a lawyer for the accused one. Then next one, what if he held a trial in a secret location? Nobody can't listen. Only the secret location, in that place Shandi and Sushil, means that brother and sister, those who become accused, they can't reach. Then what will happen? Then if the state is not ready to give a advocate for Shandi, that is the we are calling a defense lawyer. If they are not state is not ready to give, then who will question the witnesses? And even though if given the lawyer, but they are not giving enough time to question the prosecution or the witnesses, then what will happen? Or instead of questioning Mr. and Mrs. Shinde and the police, they are deciding later court, if they are deciding without the questioning, then what will be the answer? Then surely it will be the sentence will be that Shandi done some mistake like that. If this had happened, even it would be a case of unfair trial. This is because for a trial to be a fair one, several different procedures have to be observed. So what all things we discussed in the form of question, that is the characteristics of a unfair trial. Means wherever we are making the trial, that situation, what all things should be there? They should get the accused one should get a charge sheet with a statement of the witness. Both should be there in the charge sheet. What crime the accused person done and who are the witnesses, that should be there. The next one, the trial should be in a public place or in the formal court office, inside the court itself, and anybody can enter and hear that one. And the accused one and the who filed the case, they can approach there, or they can be present there. Then the state should give a lawyer to the accused one, and if the person is poor as well as some with some disability, then otherwise should give the lawyer, as well as they should give time to question the witness of the prosecution, and to understand the person accused person is guilty or not. And the next one, if all the situation is positive, then only we can say like that the trial is a fair one. Then so many things we want to observe when we are going through the fair trial. We can see several different procedures have to be observed. So we are going to see that procedures. Article 21 of the Constitution that guarantees the right to life states that person's life or liberty can be taken away only by following reasonable and just legal procedure. The Article 21, it is say, what is the Article 21? That is the right to life. So what we are having, the person should get, person's life is precious one, or its liberty also precious one. Whenever, if the reasonable thing is there, or is a legal procedure, then only we can take a person's life or liberty. Here life means the sentence to death, means the punishment to kill that person, hang that person. Liberty means instead of giving freedom, we are keeping the person in the jail, that is imprisonment. In which situation, if it is that much reasonable and it is just because of legal procedure. A fair trial ensures that Article 21 of the Constitution is upheld. Whenever we are making the trial, we should give that much respect to the Article 21. Let us now return to Shandi's case as described in the storyboard and identify the essential elements for a fair trial. We have seen that one already, so we will explain once again. First one, charge sheet. In the form of question, it is given in the starting of the paragraph. So first thing, it is charge sheet. So Shandi was given a copy of charge sheet and all other evidence that the prosecution presented against her, and the evidence, what all evidence, who is the witness, everything she was knowing by this charge sheet. Then Shandi was charged with the offense of theft that was defined as a crime in the law. What she done, the mistake, that is the theft, and how it is defined in front of the court, that is a crime. The trial is held is in a open court. The trial should be in a open court, in a public view. Means many people can enter inside the court when the trial is going on. Her brother Sushil could attend the court hearings. So her brother never done any mistake, but he can come and attend because it is her close relative or close friend. So he can, or he should could attend the court hearing. Then trial was held in the presence of the accused. Who is accused? Shandi. In front of Shandi, or when she was present in the court, that time only trial happened. Means it was not a secret one. It was open one, and witness and witnesses, then the accused and the who filed the case, everyone was present. Then Shandi was defended by a lawyer, and we know that is given by court instead of state, because she is a poor person, so it is given a defense lawyer who is given court given, that is for what, to defend herself. Then Shandi's lawyer, Advocate Roy, was given an opportunity to cross-examine all the prosecution witness, and who all said like that she done like that mistake. Mr. Roy got a chance to ask question, or in the technical word it is cross-examine, check again what they are saying, is it correct or not. Then Advocate Roy was given an opportunity to present witness in Shandi's defense, and to protect Shandi, what she done, she present some of the witness, what witnesses was there before, and with that some other witnesses also came. At the end of the story we can see that one SI Rao is coming and he is explaining what happened and from whom they got the chain like that. Although the police filed a case of theft against Shandi, the judge assumed her to be innocent. It was the responsibility of the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Shandi was guilty. In case of the prosecution failed to do so. So why the judge announced that she is a innocent one? Because there was no proof to give in front of, there was no evidence to prove that she done something wrong. To prove beyond reasonable doubt, all the doubt should be cleared by giving the proof. That was not able, not possible, because it was not done by Shandi and never got any evidence. Only that 10,000 rupees it was in the envelope, that only. Then it is the significance that The judge decide the matter only on the basis of the evidence before the court, and we are seen that one they are doing, the judge is taking the decision on the basis of evidence. We have seen in the last part, judge did not jump to the conclusion that Shanti was thief just because she was the poor maid servant. Judge can't take a decision like that, conclusion like that. The if she was a poor person, she is a poor, so she may taken that money like that, chain like that. They can't come to the conclusion. Instead, the judge remained impartial, and since the evidence showed that the young man and not Shanti was the thief, and he set Shanti free. So the court understood that the some young men's gang they only done, not Shanti, so sent Shanti free. If in Shanti's case, justice was finally done to her because she was a given fair trial. Why she got the justice? Because she went through the fair trial. The Constitution and the law both states that all the persons that we have discussed in the chapter should carry out their role in the proper manner. We have seen the role of police, we have seen the role of prosecutor, we have seen the role of defense lawyer also, and we have seen the role of judge also. So all the people they should do their roles properly. Then with this means is that they all need to work to ensure that every citizen, irrespective of their class, caste, gender, religion and ideological background, get a fair trial when accused. When one person is accused, whenever we are becoming accused, what all things should be? We need all the agencies. What all the agencies? Police, public prosecutor, then the defense lawyer and judge. Everyone should work for what? Work to ensure that every citizen, irrespective of their